Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy, excuse me, here to bring you your November 2017 mid-month general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, your feedback, and comments. Always welcome, greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. And as always, a big thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings, both my new clients and my regulars as well. It is always an honor and a pleasure to read for you, and I'm grateful for the ability to do so. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your lives. Just had a card jump out here. Okay, wow. So, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on that little About button. That'll give you more information and all my contact information about what I do and the services I offer, and turnaround time. Turnaround time for personal readings live or recorded is pretty fast. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. I can always get back with you within the first day of initial contact with information. And it can be anywhere from a few days upwards of a couple of weeks. But almost always within a 2-week period of time, we can schedule a reading for you live or recorded. I do a wide variety of readings in just about every main area of life, different types of spreads, in-depth and complex looks at things if you want them. And we're also headed into the holidays. So I always get quite a lot of requests for gift readings. They make a wonderful personal gift for family and friends, the gift of a personal reading. So you may want to think about that as well. All my contact information is there. You can email me directly at maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. For quick answers to quick questions, your more immediate questions, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo, for those of you who have smartphones. It's an app called Instantgo, and it's a 24/7 app that gives you access to me. It's for quick answers to quick questions. If you have something you want a quick answer to, you need to make a decision on the fly. There's something you just really want to look at really quick, 1 or 2 questions, or you just want a little short chat read via text. They have that option on this app, which is really cool. And they've just added a new video chat option too for short little readings. So it's just quick answers to your more immediate pressing questions or things that you don't want to do a traditional in-depth reading for. It's Instantgo. So you can find all that contact information for me and my email address or that by clicking on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. And also my contact info is attached to the description under every video I post at the bottom of the screen. So check it out if you're interested. I would be delighted to work with you. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. They may play out a little more predictively for you than your sun sign videos sometimes. And watching all 3 just gives you additional insight and clarification as well, because it's a general reading. There's lots of you watching, so it may resonate in one area of your life for some of you, and it may resonate in other areas of your life for others of you to varying degrees and intensities, because there's so many of you watching, and everyone, of course, is so beautifully individual. So try to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising if you know them and if you can. Okay, let's move right into this. This reading is for the air sign of Aquarius, our lovely water bearers. Aquarius for November 2017 mid-month. We're looking at the last half of November here, the last 2 weeks. Time being somewhat fluid, of course. I'll be pulling 2 cards for each of the remaining 2 weeks, with a 5th card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card, which represents overall energy and advice for the last half of November for our Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius. We have the Emperor with the 10 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands with the Queen of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance. You had 2 cards pop out. You're like the 4th or 5th sign that's had 2 crowning cards pop out. The 10 of Pentacles came first, and the 2 of Wands came after that. Let me just take a look here, Aquarius. So something is coming to an end here. You have 2 10s. the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is your overall energy for the last half of November 2017. And in the tarot, the number 10 represents cycles coming to an end. It's something coming full circle, a sense of culmination or achievement, something ending, whether it's ending in a just saying goodbye to it kind of way, or ending in a way that it's part of your life is ending so that another part can open up, transition into something else. So this culmination, kind of coming full circle kind of feeling. I'll actually just start with your crowning cards. So the Ten of Pentacles. Traditionally in the tarot, it represents inheritance. It's Pentacles, which is earth energy. So in the tarot, the suit of Pentacles, governed by the element of earth, usually manifests in not always, but often it points to things in the material world. Money, finances, our relationships to those things, job, resources, assets, property. The Ten of Pentacles also has a strong connection to home and family as well. It can represent family money, family business, family estate, traditionally inheritance. So what all of those things really mean is something kind of coming to it. Something, it can be financial abundance and security, or just material abundance and security, or even in relationships or spirituality. The Ten of Pentacles would represent something which is abundant or gives you a feeling of safety, security, stability, long-lasting continuity. The Ten of Pentacles, the energy is about the long, slow accumulation of something that has history, roots, weight. A lot went into the forming of this, or the building up of this, which is one of the reasons why it was traditionally associated with inheritance, which is, money that's come from, this long accumulation of stuff in the family. They can be family business and money too. And the Ten of Wands is the ending of a burden, which you also have, or the laying down of something that you've carried for a while coming to an end. So this could be, in a financial material sense, it could be coming into an inheritance, inheriting a family home or property or something of that sort. It could be taking over family business for someone, and I'm saying that maybe for a father or a father figure, because for some reason that's coming in very specifically. You have the Emperor as well, which can sometimes represent father or father figure. I feel like I've actually just got that all flashed in really vividly for there. So for somebody out there, it's so specific, I can't imagine it's for more than one or two people, but paired with the Emperor, the Ten of Wands, your father, it could be that your father's retiring and you're kind of helping him with that, what's going to be next in your life. But it feels like I'm getting for somebody that there's a family business, the running of family business or family property of some kind, and your father's been the one kind of in charge of that, and he's stepping down now, or he's making preparations to step down. He's kind of laying that down. That's kind of coming to an end, and you're taking over for him. That's part of what's moving forward in the future. Some of you, it's he's stepping down, or there's a decision made to sell something that's been significant and long-lasting to the family. It could be a family business, family property, family home of some kind. And it could be that the Ten of Pentacles represents also financial and material gains from this ending, because I'm feeling that too. But it looks like it's something that's actually beneficial for everybody involved, regardless of the specifics of it. And it represents a burden being laid down in this Ten of Wands, which represents a burden, usually one that you've been carrying for quite a while, coming to an end and being able to lay that down. We also have the Two of Wands with that Ten of Pentacles for overall energy and guidance, which is about choosing long-term goals. Twos represent being at a crossroads. We're kind of at the beginning here. We're just at the two here. So it's like we have this ending energy, and now, okay, here you are at this crossroads. Which path do I choose? The energy, the key, the advice in the Two of Wands is long-term thinking and planning. In order to know which path we need to choose, or in order to figure out which path is clearer, you have to know what your destination is, or at least a pretty good idea of where it is that you're wanting to go, where it is you're wanting to end up at. So this is about taking a look down the road as this is coming to an end. Okay, what's my next long-term goal? Particularly if you're inheriting something, money, property, what do I want to do with this long-term? How do I want this to benefit me long-term and potentially benefit any family as well? So that's overall energy and advice. And again, I'm getting for some of you a very strong paternal energy, something coming to an end. It could be business with your father, selling a retirement, property coming into that. It could also represent that, you know, maybe it's finally the division of assets, or the settling of an estate, perhaps after a death. You know, the kind of division, and everybody kind of, you know, getting what was apportioned to them to get. And if that's the case, for those of you for whom that may resonate, my condolences on whatever, you know, loss or grief kind of precipitated that. So it could be the, you know, the settling of a will in terms of real estate, money, inheritance, that sort of thing. For others of you, it's just a variety of other stories, something coming to an end. It could be that some of you are retiring or deciding to sell or get rid of something that you've had for quite a while, that's meant quite a lot to you, that's been around for quite a while, or that you worked long and hard to kind of build up, whether that's something material in terms of money, property, real estate, you know, or just a job or career path that you've put a lot into. You can also translate that into relationships as well. Maybe a relationship has come to an end or has transitioned into something else, or I'm really not feeling that, though. It feels more like this is resonating for most of you Aquarians in the material world somehow, even though the emotions around it or the events that are around it or precipitated it may have had an emotional significance on you. And it's about looking forward in the future. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now that this part is over or coming to a close? What am I going to do? Where do I really want to go? And if you've gotten actual material things, what do I want them to do? What's the best way to use them? How do I best utilize this to take me where I want down the road, or the family down the road? And it's all about communication and being able to communicate openly, honestly, and it looks like frequently, because I'm feeling and seeing a lot of communication occurring in the last half of November. Could already be going on, maybe a little bit into December as well, because we end around the last week or so of November with the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, I'm reading loud and clear as you, Aquarius. It's would represent an air sign individual, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. A lot of you, this is you just manifesting, you being upright and just exhibiting and manifesting the quality traits and the characteristic traits of the element air, the suit of swords, which is inherently you anyway, in a very positive way. And in the upright position, it's clear thinking, truthful insight, intellect, cerebral energy, speaking your truth, your words, your ideas, your belief systems, communicating that clearly and concisely, and being practical, and not allowing emotions to kind of rule you, although it's kind of being balanced in that. Because Queens and Kings represent individuals who've reached the mastery of their suit, meaning that they've matured and evolved and grown beyond the energy of the page and the knights. And so it's a mature energy. It's they've learned the lessons, made the mistakes, and they're at this balanced point. And for you, it's air energy, which is your element, and the element which governs the suit of swords. And then the tarot, the energy of this is here. It's thought. It's our belief systems, how we look at things, our outlooks, perspectives, and how our words and our ideas, and how that affects how the things that go on in our head affects the way that we relate and communicate with the world and the people in the world. Truth, illumination, higher education, and learning as well. It's all about what goes on up in our heads. So you're manifesting the best of this in your communication. So in the communications that you have with people particularly over the last half of November, particularly around this situation, because we're also entering the holidays, so you could just be chatting and socializing more, but particularly around this, manifest yourself, the best of your own character traits. Communicate openly, honestly, clearly, concisely. Don't dive too far. It's about balance, not too far into the air energy in terms of coming across as emotionally detached or aloof, but you want to have that balance, and you want to be clear, forthright, and direct above all in your communication around this, because it looks like there's some thinking as something's coming to an end and what lies ahead and what you want to do moving forward. And I just feel that's kind of where the energy is kind of swirling around. It's a nice reading. I like the energy. So Aquarius, that pretty much wraps up your November 2017 mid-month reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, that you found it useful somehow, that it gave you a little bit of food for thought or insight, or clarified or validated that which is already going on inside of you. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information. I'll get back to you quickly, and I'd be delighted to work with you. You can also find my contact information attached to the description under every video that I post. So Aquarius, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the December 2017 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish each and every one of you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.